Everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to the finale of my Higurashi When They Cry Meakashi Let's Play. We left off with a choice to make, and it seems like there is some controversy about the whole idea of having, a branching path and having the non-canon quote-unquote bad ending. So, for those of you who don't want to watch the non-canon ending, which I will be doing first, I will have a timestamp somewhere on the screen right now that you can just skip to if you just want to see, the original ending. So we are going to jump into this. I'm so excited to finish this off and see what the hell's going to happen. So let's get into it and see how this ends. Alright, so if I remember correctly, the first one here, this is the one that is the non-canon ending. So we're going to start off with this one and see where this takes us. At that time, I became aware of Keiichi's gaze.
いい加減にしろ。
Keiichi's growl resounded from the pits of his stomach. What a delightful sound. It was like he wanted to rip me apart.
ようやくお目覚め？私、さっき嘘をついたね。シオンを一番むごたらしく殺してやろうと思って閉じ込めておいたけど、まだ思いつかないって言ったやつ。あれが嘘。
I smiled menacingly as I laid out the huge nails and hammer specifically made for the nail table. Okay, so this we're actually probably going to see her torture him, which thankfully we avoided in the original.
あの子に自分のせいで死ぬ大勢の人の悲鳴をたっぷりと聞かせて、体の芯まで染み通らせてから殺すの。なかなかセンスいいでしょ？
お前は誰だ？
は？ミオンでしょ？園崎ミオン。恐怖で頭が変になっちゃった？
違うな。
Okay, so he's seeing through it in this one. Didn't she say that if he could tell it wasn't her, that she wasn't actually Mion, that she would let him go or something?
お前が園崎ミオンであるはずがない。
My hand stopped dead in its tracks. Kei-chan? Shit. I decided it would be too late once we reached Shion's cell. So the name-guessing game is already over. Oh well, whatever. Bring it on. I'll listen to you. This is your last chance.
へえ。じゃあ、私がミオンじゃなかったら、私は誰なわけ？
Oh wait, doesn't he say that she's a demon or something? Come on, Kei-chan. Guess who I am. And then he gets it wrong and she's like, oh, you lost. Try and save Mion, the girl who fell in love with you. And then I heard it. I most definitely heard it. Keiichi's mouth trembled as he spoke the words, yet his eyes shone with a strong conviction. And he spoke the truth.
シオン
Oh,
だな。
okay, so yeah, this isn't what happened. Wow. You're right. You actually won. You're amazing, Kei-chan. Hehehe. Hehehe. A strange feeling fills my chest as I shiver. I had convinced myself there was no way he could guess. But he did, and I couldn't help feeling a bit surprised. As Keiichi had yet again pierced through my disguise.
お前はミオンじゃない。さっきまで一緒だったミオンを返せ。
Who are you?
え？
You aren't Mion, right?
え？だから私、ミオン。
No, that's not it. That wasn't what I meant. You aren't Mion.
どうして私がお姉じゃないって思うんですか？
I don't know, just a feeling. In my mind, memories of the time Keiichi recognized me at the toy store had been revived. Yes. Even back then, Keiichi could tell I wasn't my sister Shion. I had feigned composure and offered a comeback with a straight face, but on the inside I was shook. We were both capable of becoming Mion or Shion, but because I was the real Mion and was only Shion legally on paper, reversing the roles was even more easy for me. Our tones of speech, quirks, and even our auras. We had both mastered each other's habits so perfectly, even our own parents were unable to tell us apart. In fact, wasn't that exceptionally sharp Rena not able to figure out I wasn't her best friend Mion after all, despite being so close? So why? Has this Keiichi actually seen through my disguise twice?
どうして私がお姉じゃないって思うんですか？
My ears perked up, eager to hear the answer. Keiichi's reply was a soft murmur like an insect's whisper as he gasped for breath in pain. His voice was so quiet it was nearly inaudible, but I could almost recognize the words on his lips. Yes, just a feeling, he says.
へえ。
Hehehehehe. Yet again, it was just a feeling. Didn't he say the exact same thing to me that time at the toy store? Ha ha ha. How nice, how nice. What a splendid answer. You think why my sister of all people fell in love with him? Ha 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 ha. I'm trying to think, did he actually say that at the toy store, or is that rewritten into this ending? I can't remember. However, oh no, rather it was exactly because of this. Along with my raving madness, the blood that was simmering in my veins until just now rapidly began to turn chill and coagulate. If I were to describe it, it felt like stagnant, muddy water flowing through a gutter. Even now it was all so hilarious I could fall over laughing, but I didn't smile. On the contrary, my face was vacant and austere, like a no-mask of frigid ice. And then, the darkness seeped into the innermost depths of my mind, and I was already parting with my self-restraint as a human being. Well, she's going back on what she said. I was gonna say, I'm like, this didn't seem like a bad ending. It seemed she was gonna let him go, but for a different reason, but I guess this is why this is the bad ending? Because she just goes full demon? I reach out and touch Keiichi's hair, matted with sweat and caked with blood. Keiichi whips his head away at once in disgust, as if he were staving off a housefly, and glares at me defiantly.
触るなこの鬼め返せミオンを返せよ俺の最高の友人だったミオンを返せ
Having lost liberty over his whole body, he continued to howl and cry as if he were spewing blood. I was supposed to have sold my soul to the devil and become a demon, but faced with such a bitter rejection, I felt the crumbled remnants of my emotions stir within me. Munch, crunch, munch, crunch, munch, crunch. My throat begins to itch. The crooks on my elbows, my wrists, and every other joint in my body begins to tingle and prickle, and I feel irrationally restless. The more the restlessness and irritation piled up, the more this squalling, whimpering person beside me felt bothersome, revolting, so awful I could slaughter him right away. To be frank, until just now, I had no intention of killing Keiichi. I was truly ready to spare at least his life if he guessed the right answer. That was the rule I had decided upon. Okay, I'll admit it, just like Shion, I had also fallen in love with Keiichi. He was incredibly silly and good-natured, unbelievably warm-hearted and gentle. Talking to him made me feel content. Besides, I even sympathized with him. Unlike the lot I dealt with so far, Keiichi was indeed just a victim, caught up in my selfish revenge drama. Now that my revenge against the Sonozaki family was almost complete, I didn't mind saving him. That may sound too convenient, but perhaps the human side of me that was fond of Keiichi wanted to save him, in order to seek his forgiveness for my actions. But I've changed my mind. Oh boy, here comes the torture probably. Ooh boy. Having witnessed Keiichi guess the right answer before my very eyes, my heart was suffused with a stinging, gaping, overpowering darkness, as if it were freezing over. Why? Why was Shion alone able to meet such a wonderful person? Satoshi-kun could only make a vague distinction between me and Shion. Satoshi-kun abandoned me and ran away. However, this Keiichi trusts Shion. He's defending Shion, whom he values as his best friend, by seeing through my lies. And as a result, he gave up on me. Detestable, maddening, despicable, enviable, so much that I want to kill them. That's right, the moment he defended Shion, he became one of them. He's equally guilty. You low-life scum, I despise you. I despise you, I despise you, I despise you, I despise you, you fucking piece of shit. Munch, crunch, munch, crunch, munch, crunch. What a nuisance. Shion's screams coming from the corner of the chamber were enjoyable before, but now they felt unbearably noisy and pissed me off. How about I just get rid of Shion first? I wanted to kill her after she had the most exquisite taste of anguish and terror, but now I could barely suppress the indiscriminate urge to slaughter welling up within me. Keiichi was relentlessly yelling his protest towards me. His throat closed up eventually, and he gasped for breath, hoarsely continuing to demand Mion's return.
ケイちゃん、メイドの土産なんて気の利いたものじゃないけれど、どうしても知りたがっているようだから、一つだけ教えてあげるよ。私の中に鬼が宿ったのはずいぶん前。その鬼は、私を蝕み、強行に駆り立てようとした。だけれど、私はそれを理性で押さえつけた。鬼はそれで収まり、私はその鬼はどこかへ行ってしまったんだと思い込んでいた。でも、本当は違った。私の中から出て行ったんじゃなく、私の中で眠っていただけだったの。
Yes. When I learned about Satoshi-kun's disappearance, my ailing heart had crammed itself with rage to compensate for the despair. But that was the limit of my insanity. I would never have snapped. Time had healed me, and my memories of Satoshi-kun were neatly wrapped up and pushed into the back of my mind.
その鬼は、ある小さなことをきっかけに、また目覚めてしまった。それは、何に原因があったと思う？
It really was the smallest of the smallest things.
鬼の私が教えるのも変だけれど、あんたが、すべておかしくしてしまった元凶。
A tear rolled down my cheek. That's right. Back then, if you hadn't given that doll to Mion, none of this would have happened.
ケイちゃんには理解できないだろうね。理解できなくて当然。だけどね、そこからドミノ倒しみたいに、パタパタパタと、いろんなものが倒れ始めて、はじめの小さな一つを倒したあなたに自覚がないのは当然だろうけど、あなたが元凶なの。
Back then, if Keiichi hadn't shown any affection, Shion wouldn't have been overjoyed. She wouldn't have been overjoyed and cheerfully boasted about him to me. As I was listening to her, I was reminded of Satoshi-kun. I became jealous of her for having someone she loved so close to her. It was a very small jealousy, but it had awoken the demon who was sleeping deep inside of me. After that, I just let the demon take over. The demon fed upon the copious amount of sadness I held for Satoshi-kun, and in return it committed heinous acts that Satoshi-kun himself would never be happy with, all in the name of avenging him. And now the horrific events that had followed were inviting me to the realm of demons that had no return.
そんな、嘘だろ。
自覚がないのは当然。でも、紛れもなく元凶なのはケイちゃん。
Back then, if he hadn't chosen to give that doll to Mion, we could have arrived at a different future. No, that wasn't right. Wouldn't pinpointing Keiichi's small action as the beginning be the height of transferring blame? I was implying such a silly thing had awoken the demon inside me. Even without Keiichi's act, it would have awoken anyway. At the end of the day, it was all my fault. I didn't fight the demon. I allowed it to reside in my soul, and I readily offered it my heart. Keiichi didn't hide his tears. They were pouring down his cheeks. Maybe he was crying in my place, as I was not free to do so, having chosen to become a tearless demon. That is why I must go on, as the demon. There was no room for human emotions or hesitation anymore. And then, munch, crunch, munch, crunch, munch, crunch, snap. Oh. Oh. Shion's wails rasping like silk tearing apart, along with my screams of ecstasy. The last thing I heard were those everlasting reverberations. Okay. Okay. Well, she did say no hesitation. Is that it? That can't be it, right? That was a very short end. With Keiichi dead. Okay, June 1983. A case of serial disappearances occurred in Hinamizawa Village, Shishibone City, XX Prefecture. The suspect is Shion Sonozaki. Allegedly, she abducted 5 Hinamizawa residents: Oreo Sonozaki, Shion Sonozaki, Kichiro Kimiyoshi, Rika Furude, and Sadako Hojo, and imprisoned them from June 19th to the 21st. Preliminary investigation into the incident was delayed at the time due to insufficient evidence, but by chance the case was solved rather abruptly. On the morning of the 22nd, a patrol vehicle stationed outside the Sonozaki mansion heard screams from within, and personnel infiltrated the premises as an emergency measure. The suspect's missing elder sister, Mion Sonozaki, and 2 of her classmates, Keiichi Maibara and Rena Ryugu, were taken into custody. Okay, so he didn't die. I guess she must have stabbed him but didn't kill him. However, Keiichi Maibara, who had previously been lured into the crime scene, had sustained stab wounds perpetrated by the suspect. He was immediately transferred to an emergency unit, but they were diagnosed as a minor injury. Having been the one with the utmost opportunity to engage in conversation with the suspect until the very end, he will be subject to interrogation once he has recovered from the shock. So it's interesting, she said she was going to go without hesitation, but you know she could have killed him if she wanted to, so she didn't. She hesitated in another way. Furthermore, the apprehended suspect was found collapsed at a place approximately 2 meters away from where Keiichi Maibara was restrained, and sustained scratch wounds on her throat. Oh, she was also transferred to an emergency facility, but was pronounced dead at 1:48 on the 22nd. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. The official autopsy determines the immediate cause of death was hemorrhagic shock due to excessive blood loss. Wait, so did she stab herself? What? Okay, so she did stab Keiichi. I mean, those stab wounds could have been while she was torturing him, so I am so confused right now. Hair, pieces of skin, and blood of the 4 missing people, Oreo Sonozaki, Kichiro Kimiyoshi, Rika Furude, and Sadako Hojo, were recovered from the hidden chamber that were discovered in the outbuilding basement of the Sonozaki family property, where they were supposedly killed. It was concluded that the victims were assaulted in that hidden chamber. The victims' bodies were discovered at the bottom of an old well, as per the testimony of the victim, Mion Sonozaki. In addition, investigations continue into any possible connections to the series of mysterious deaths in recent years, but no evidence of Shion Sonozaki's direct or indirect involvement have been found. There are still many obscurities to the motive behind the incident, and due to extreme non-cooperation from the Sonozaki family and residents of Hinamizawa, a large amount of time will be required to clarify matters on this front. The local police who are familiar with the region offer this may have been an internal lynching incident as punishment for sacrilegious acts carried out against Hinamizawa's religious beliefs. It has been established the incident is unique and rooted in the regional community beliefs, and a cautious investigation has been ordered by the prefectural police. We expect to gain valuable hints from the missing person and the suspect's sister, Mion Sonozaki, who was under confinement for the longest time period. But it was observed she had sustained severe mental trauma from the incident, and her inquiry has been postponed in favor of her psychological and physical recovery. According to her primary care physician, although her condition is fairly serious, there is a strong prospect of recovery, and she is present undergoing rehabilitation with support from her close friends. Okay, so this is interesting. So, in a way, it kind of ends up the same. Keiichi survives, at least for now. Mion, I'm still going to call her Mion, I know it's Shion, but Mion survives, but she's traumatized. And Shion dies except instead of supposedly falling down the well while trying to escape, she apparently tore at her throat. Several weeks have passed since then. After that incident, I was rescued by Oishi-san and his team, whom Rena had summoned. I had no other after effects aside from my consciousness that had been wiped white. Oh, we're in Mion's shoes now. If I were to have any at all, it would have to be the deep scars that had been left inside my heart. As I was being examined at the hospital, or maybe this is Keiichi, I was subjected to various queries from Oishi-san. I tried to answer him with whatever little I knew, but I had no idea if it met his expectations, and neither did I bear any responsibility to do so. From what I had heard, Shion had already lost too much blood by the time the police had arrived, and she had stopped breathing. They urgently called for an ambulance and took her to the clinic, but there was barely any time for first aid, and she took her last breath. The silver lining was that Mion, who had been captive in her cell, was safe and taken into custody by the police. Up until the moment I lost consciousness, I was afraid Shion may fly into a rage and murder Mion, but I was just glad we had managed to avoid the worst-case scenario. Only, when Mion was rescued, she was emaciated and had sustained severe psychological trauma. Oh, sorry guys. Apparently at the time of her rescue, she had been completely unable to respond to the police's questions. Right now, Mion was admitted at a large hospital in the vicinity and undergoing treatment for her psychological and physical injuries. One thing I am noticing about this end is there are some spelling errors, so that's one thing. But, I mean, so far it's not bad. In the beginning, when Rena and I went to visit, her eyes were downcast in desolation, and she looked completely worn out. It was a horrible state to be in. But despite it all, as of late, she's on her way to recovery, finally well enough to show us a few smiles. Of course, we have to be careful not to bring up Sadako or Rika-chan, and especially Shion. The police later conducted an on-site investigation at the Sonozaki House's underground storehouse, several days after the incident took place. Particularly, the well inside which Sadako and Rika-chan's bodies were disposed of by Shion was carefully surveyed by the prefectural forensic investigators. And true to Shion's testimony, the girls were discovered. Ooh, are they going to find Satoshi too? Although at this point he's a skeleton. Like, they're not going to... They might be able to identify him, but... that's what I want to know is, like, did Satoshi actually die? Apparently, sediment that had accumulated at the bottom of the well, and hence the discovery, had taken several days. Along with Sadako and the other victims, skeletal remains that were several years, even several decades old were found, but it's not like I would know much about that. Even I was once summoned back to that place to assist with the crime scene investigation, but I didn't really help them find anything important. The Sonozaki family in Okonomiya, in other words, Mion and Shion's parents, came home every day several times along with many of their followers to formally apologize. And no matter how much my parents refused, they kept piling up banknotes worth millions of yen as compensation. And once that money had piled up and reached a certain amount, on the same day, there came an envelope with a letter inside. I have no idea what was written in that letter, but my parents had discussed amongst themselves for 2 nights straight without consulting me, and decided we would move away from Hinamizawa.
そっか。引っ越しちゃうんだね。いつ？
来月の終わり。ひなみ沢には結局、半年も居つかなかったことになるな。
寂しくなるね。きっとみーちゃんも悲しむよ。
悪い。ミオンにも、正直話すべきか、迷ってる。
Once Rena had heard me say that, she strongly insisted I had to tell her, no matter what.
確かに、今みーちゃんにそれを告げるのは酷なのかもしれない。でも、ケイチくんが黙っていなくなっちゃう方が、きっとみーちゃんは辛いと思う。だから、一緒に話しに行こう。ね。
ああ、そうだな。
Oh, Mion, it's good to see you again.
そっか。
Please don't do anything right at the end like you did. Or so I thought, you know, at the end of chapter 2.
ケイちゃん、ひなみ沢からいなくなっちゃうんだ。
Even though she had heard it from me, Mion whispered those words sadly, but she didn't seem that surprised. Surely she had mentally prepared herself for this outcome somewhere inside her heart.
すまん。けど俺、いつかひなみ沢に戻ってくるつもりだ。約束する。
いいよ、無理しなくても。ここに来ても、きっとケイちゃんにいいことなんて何もないんだから。
みーちゃん。
Both Ren and I wanted to say it wasn't so. But after such a tragic incident, what verbal consolation could we offer that would help? To Mion, who had suffered a much greater pain than we ever had. And so we just stood there, unable to say anything, just wallowing in silence.
私も、東京に行こうかな。
え？
来週退院できるらしいんだけど、ここにいてもいいことあんまりないし。東京でなくても、どこか遠く、私のことも、 ひなみ沢のことも知らない土地に行きたい。
Poor Rena, left alone again.
やり直せるなんて都合のいいことは考えてないけど、もう疲れちゃった。全部投げ出したいよ。
ミオン。
Mion had been forced to carry the name of the next head of the Sonozaki family and the representative of the three great families, all due to a small misunderstanding. Despite feeling uncertain and weary about her unplanned responsibility, she had nevertheless been earnest and given her all to fulfill her duties. But to think all of that had been concluded in such a manner. It was such a tremendous loss that it's almost a surprise she hasn't completely lost her mind. Who can really blame Mion anymore for making such a faint-hearted remark? Ooh. And so I wanted to devote even a little bit of my remaining time here, for her.
そうだな、ミオン。一緒にどこか行くか。
え？どこへ？
決まってるだろ。旅行だよ。俺がここにいられる期間はもうあまりないけど、だったらせめて少しでもいい思い出を取り返しておかないとな。
Poor Rena just being like third wheel, or just like, okay, I guess I'll just stay here.
東京はちょっと遠いけど、大きな町とかに足を伸ばしてうまい飯とか買い物とかさ。どうだ？
どうって言われても。
それとってもいいと思うな。行っておいでよ、みーちゃん。ね。
けどレナ、一緒に来てくれないの？
After hearing that, even I grow puzzled. Hadn't I suggested all three of us hang out together? Oh, I don't know, he made it seem like it was Mion let's go, not Mion and Rena let's go.
だってレナは馬になんて蹴られたくないもん。
Literally just what I said.
だから二人っきりでどうぞ。あ、お土産買ってきてくれると嬉しいな。
Boom, Mion blushes vigorously. I was slow to react because I didn't understand what Rena was getting at, but seeing Mion's face imbued with color after a long time, my heartbeat grew faster for a moment. No, it wasn't what I implied when I suggested the idea, but depending on the point of view, wouldn't this be an invitation to a date?
いかん。ちょっと調子に乗りすぎたかも。
Indeed, after seeing it that way, I was overcome with embarrassment, but there was no way I could back out after coming this far. This was all for Mion's sake. Pull yourself together, Keiichi Maibara.
どうだ、ミオン。あ、もちろん医者と親御さんにはちゃんと了解を取るつもりだぜ。あんまり無理はさせないつもりだから考えておいてくれよ。
わかった。考えておくね。
みーちゃんが久々に可愛いよ。嬉しいな、嬉しいな。ハウハウハウ。
After that, we spent the day talking about harmless stuff that happened at school or in the neighborhood until it was evening. I felt like Mion had regained some of her spirit and acted a bit like she used to, so I was happy. I'm just waiting for something bad to happen, because this is the bad end. This all seems to be wrapping up a little bit too well. After a few days, Mion had contacted me to say she was okay with my plan. And after spending a few more days to convince my folks and Mion's parents, we set off on a day's trip to a metropolis that had one of those bullet train stations. This feels like a standard visual novel, like we're going on a date, like I'm gonna have choices to see how well the date goes.
しばらく見ないうちにここってすごく大きくなったんだね。
As soon as she stepped out of the station, Mion set eyes on a scenery sprawling with people and cars. She shared her feelings and excitement as she looked on admiringly. From what I heard, unless it's on very important business, Mion rarely gets to leave the village, let alone come out to a big city like this. Because of that, everything she saw looked fresh and fascinating to her, and she pranced around merrily, almost like a child.
ねえねえ、ケイちゃん、これからどこに行くの？
そうだな。ミオンの好みから考えて、あそこはどうだ？
The place I was pointing to, one I had checked out in advance, was a massive, beautifully decorated game arcade that towered over a corner of the station's shopping square.
なかなか盛大に遊び回ったな。
面白かった。あんなにゲームで遊んだの本当に久しぶりだよ。
As I sat down on the bench, Mion was gleefully draining her can of juice with a huge smile. That expression was unlike the gloomy one Mion had worn at the hospital. Next to me was the Mion I knew well. Earlier, we'd had a blast, vowing to conquer all the game consoles in the vicinity and make quite the ruckus without caring about the people watching. Mion was enjoying herself playing on consoles she wasn't used to, and had gone on a rampage, laughing out loud, getting worked up, and challenging me to matches. Although, I couldn't help thinking about what-ifs as I was playing with her. About how much fun it would have been if only it weren't just the two of us, but also Rena, Sadako, and Reika-chan as well. I'm sure Mio must have been thinking the same thing, which was also why I outdid myself, making so much noise, trying to battle the loneliness, when I had realized.
なあ、ミオン。
何ケイちゃん。
With faint drops of sweat coating her forehead, Mion turned to face me with a broad smile. Mion's cheerfulness was most likely just her being considerate towards me for having brought her here. If that was so, then I needed to do the same for her.
お前、全部初めてって言ってたけど、それ本当か？初プレイで2台もハイスコアに名前入れるなんて、とんでもない実力だぜ。
ちっちっち4台の間違いだよケイちゃん。こういうのはセンスと勘、そして動体視力がものを言うのさ。普段の鍛錬を怠らなかった成果だよ。むしろケイちゃんはアドバンテージをひっくり返されたことを恥と思うべきだね。
おいおい、ちょっと待てよ。エアホッケーの時とか、あれ何？なんて後ろを指さして顔を向けた瞬間打ち込んできたのは反則だろ。まったくよ。
勝てば官軍、負ければ賊軍だよ。
For the time being, it's all right if her well-being is a front. All I hope for is someday this becomes real and she recovers to her old cheerful self.
いやいや、それにしてもゲーセンも雰囲気が変わったよな。少し前ならタバコ臭くて暗いイメージだったけど、家族連れで遊びに来る人も結構いたからちょっと驚いたぜ。
そうだね。やっぱたまにはこういうのも楽しいよね。あ、今何時ぐらい
？5時くらいかな。
ああ、じゃあ夕食まであと少しだね。どこかで食べて帰る？
そうだな。ファーストフードでハンバーガーなんてどうだ？
おお、いいね。あ、その前にちょっと失礼。
Mion said that and stood up from the bench. I found it odd for a minute, but then I understood her intention and...
店にもトイレはあるぞ。
Oh, instead of a reply... Okay, I was waiting for her to like stab him or something. I'm waiting for the bad thing to happen here. Instead of a reply, I had empty cans thrown at me. Mion stuck her tongue out at me and left in a hurry. And after I watched her retreating figure, I plopped back down on the bench and looked up at the sky. The sky was pure blue and crystal clear, and it felt amazing. Everything seemed to be glowing, bathed in the brilliant summer sun. It was a good thing we came here. Mion also seemed to show signs of recovery.
そうだな。なんなら今度はいっそ東京にでも誘ってみるか。
It would be cheaper if she stayed at our new place there, but I felt like our parents may be concerned for a while. We still needed some more time to go back to how it was.
そうなると泊まる場所も探しておかないとな。あとは。
Why, hello there.
こんにちは。
Oh, what? What is it?
いやー、ごめんケイちゃん。
Something bad's gonna happen here. I feel it.
トイレ人いっぱいでさ。あ、結構待たせちゃったみたいだから飲み物買ってきた。どっちがいい？あれ、ケイちゃん寝ちゃったの？もうしょうがないな。女の子とのデート中に居眠りなんてエチケット違反だよ。
What is going on here, or is he gonna do something to her?
ケイちゃん、もういつまで寝てるんだよ。ほら起きて。ケイちゃん。
Oh.
Eh.
What? 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 Okay. Did his heart just give out? What? Okay. That was weird. Okay, I guess I can kind of... I was getting into it. I was like, okay, I know people are complaining about the bad end not being very good, but I'm like, I was enjoying it. It was actually quite longer than I was expecting. They were going into stuff, and I was just like, and then he just falls over and dies? Anyway, okay, so let's go on, I guess, to the canon ending. And then I turned around to face Keiichi.
いい加減にしろ。
Keiichi squeezed out those words. He sounded good, like he was about to bite me.
ようやくお目覚め？私、さっき嘘をついたね。シオンを一番むごたらしく殺してやろうと思って閉じ込めておいたけど、まだ思いつかないって言ったやつ。あれが嘘。
I smiled as I laid out the huge nails and hammer specifically made for the nail table.
あの子に自分のせいで死ぬ大勢の人の悲鳴をたっぷりと聞かせて、体の芯まで染み通らせてから殺すの。なかなかセンスいいでしょ？
お前は誰だ？
は？ミオンでしょ？園崎ミオン。恐怖で頭が変になっちゃった？
違うな。お前が園崎ミオンであるはずがない。
I stopped moving. Kei-chan? Shit. I decided the naming game would be over once we reached Shion's cell. Therefore, even if he guessed this time, it would be too late. Oh well. Sure. I'll listen to you. This is your last chance.
へえ。じゃあ、私がミオンじゃなかったら、私は誰なわけ？
Come on, Kei-chan. Guess who I am. Why don't you try and save Mion, the girl who fell in love with you?
鬼だ。
え？
お前はミオンじゃない。さっきまで一緒だったミオンを返せ。
ケイちゃん、本当に頭は大丈夫？恐怖で頭がどうかなっちゃった？
触るな！この鬼め！返せ！ミオンを返せよ！俺の最高の友人だったミオンを返せ！
I listened to him with a blank expression.
ミオンを目の前にしてミオンを返せなどとお前事であることは分かってる。でも目の前の今のこいつは断じてミオンではありえない。認めるわけにはいかないんだ。
Ha 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 ha. That's great. Ha ha ha. So I'm not Mion or Shion. He doesn't even see me as my sister. No, wait, that's not it. Keiichi protected the Mion in his heart until the end. He didn't accept the fact that Mion was a murderer. Oh, just like Sadako, until the end he believed. And not just that either. He protected the Shion in his heart as well. He didn't conclude that if Mion wasn't a murderer, then it must have been Shion. To Keiichi, Shion was someone who always made fun of Mion. But that was it. It wasn't like they'd known each other for a long time. But Keiichi protected her. He protected Shion from being a murderer. Oh, she's like, he's the one person who still believes in me? Ha ha ha. That's why I'm a demon, and not Mion or Shion, huh? A demon, huh? A demon. Ha ha. That's stupid. Ha ha ha. But isn't that just right on the money? Ha 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 ha.
私を笑い涙で溺れ殺すつもり？
However, Keiichi didn't back off. He kept screaming. He screamed loudly so I could hear his voice even when I was stuck inside of a demon.
頑張れミオン！こんな鬼畜生に負けるな！
Oh man, it's like even though he's not talking to Shion, he's talking to Mion, who is her.
本当に強いお前の力を見せてくれ！
And then there's a whole thing about strength, so this must be it. Maybe it had nothing to do with Satoshi. It was just him saying, like, you can beat the demon, you can be strong. Sure, Surely he isn't talking to me knowing I'm the real Mion, right? He's just confusing us again. So there's no reason to let my heart be disturbed by Keiichi's screams towards Mion.
頼むよミオンどこでお前はこんな鬼に負けちまったんだお前はこんな弱いやつじゃないだろ負けるな戦え戦え
He's right. I didn't fight back. How did he know? How did he know I didn't fight back? I lost to the demon. After all, I'm weak. I'm not strong enough to defeat the demon. Even so, Keiichi continued to talk to Mion. His voice had become hoarse, and he had begun sobbing. He kept mumbling, Mion, Mion.
ケイちゃん、メイドの土産なんて気の利いたものじゃないけれど、どうしても知りたがっているようだから、一つだけ教えてあげるよ。私の中に鬼が宿ったのはずいぶん前。その鬼は私を蝕み強行に駆り立てようとした。だけれど私はそれを理性で押さえつけた。鬼はそれで収まり、私はその鬼はどこかへ行ってしまったんだと思い込んでいた。でも本当は違った。私の中から出て行ったんじゃなく、私の中で眠っていただけだったの。
That was the truth. When I learned about Satoshi-kun's disappearance, my weak soul couldn't take the sadness, and anger filled me to the brim. But the insanity had stopped there. Time had healed me and embraced me with memories of Satoshi-kun.
その鬼はある小さなことをきっかけにまた目覚めてしまった。それは何に原因があったと思う？
It was such a little thing.
鬼の私が教えるのも変だけれど、あんたが全てをおかしくしてしまった元凶。
A tear rolled down my cheek.
あの時あんたがもらった人形を躊躇なく私に渡していたなら、全ての異常は起こらなかったかもしれない。ケイちゃんには理解できないだろうね。理解できなくて当然だけどね、そこからドミノ倒しみたいにパタパタパタといろんなものが倒れ始めて、初めの小さな一つを倒したあなたに自覚がないのは当然だろうけど、あなたが元凶なの。
If Kei-chan hadn't done something so insensitive, Shion wouldn't have cried. Shion cried and talked to me about it. That had reminded me of Satoshi-kun. I became jealous of her for having someone she loved so close to her. It was a very small jealousy, but that little feeling woke up the demon who was sleeping deep inside of me. I love the fact that when this was happening in Chapter 2, it did seem like it was the Mion that I thought I knew talking, because she said specifically, hand the doll to me. So I'm just, and now it's coming from the other side, whereas it didn't really have, it wasn't directly involved with Shion, but it was because through Mion that she ended up doing this anyway. So that part, like, it'd be easy to not think that, it'd be easy to be like, okay, so it is Mion, even if you were thinking, like, maybe it is Shion who's doing all this, even from Chapter 2, but this part here would be like, oh, okay, dang, I guess it was Mion who did all this, but no! After that, I just let the demon take over. The demon ate up all the sadness from my loss of Satoshi-kun, and filled my heart with the notion of revenge, even though I knew that wouldn't make Satoshi-kun happy. Then the scary incidents that followed dragged me to hell, from whence there was no escape.
そんな嘘だろ。
自覚がないのは当然。でも紛れもなく元凶なのはケイちゃん。あの時あんたがさりげなく人形を私にあげていたら、多分こんなことにはならなかったと思う。
But here she's talking as if she were Mion, because like that was definitely Mion that happened that day, right? Like after they had the their little game thing and they went to the toy store, like that was Mion, that wasn't Shion. But she keeps saying if you'd given me the doll, like she's talking as if she was there at the time. Was I simply transferring the blame to Keiichi? Such a tiny thing woke up the demon inside of me. The demon would have woken up eventually. I was at fault. I didn't fight back. I let the demon live in my soul, and I let the demon possess me. Keiichi didn't try to hide his tears. They were pouring down his cheek. Maybe he was crying in my place, since I'd become a demon and couldn't cry of my own will.
じゃあそろそろいい？このやり方はね。左手の小指の先端の節に釘を打つ。順に親指まで打ったらまた小指に戻って、今度は真ん中の節に釘を打つ。この調子で15本の釘で左手を打ちつける。それが終わったら次は右手。それが終わったら次は指先ってたくさんの神経が集まってるから、ケイちゃんが想像するよりもはるかに痛いよ。両手30本を打ち終える前に失神しちゃう人もいるそうだから。
I put a nail to Keiichi's left pinky. Once I hit it with a huge hammer, it would start, and it would be over.
他の人を相手にするときにはなぜかあんたにはためらいがあるよ。
それでミオンの鬼が収まるなら気の済むようにやってくれ。
I didn't understand what he had just said, so I tried to repeat his words in my head.
あんた本気で言ってるの？
俺が傷つけたミオンの痛みに比べればこんなの大したことないんだろ。気の済むようにするといい。その代わり2つ約束しろ。俺を気が済むまで痛めつけたらシオンは許してやれ。西宮殿に忍び込んだ罪にはそれで十分見合う仕打ちをしたはずだ。
あんたこの後に及んで自分よりシオンの心配ができるわけ？
I am Mion Sonozaki. So why are my eyes growing so damp when hearing Keiichi show concern for Shion?
もう一つは気が済んだらもうお前は消えろ。その体をミオンに返してやってくれ。それだけだ。
あんたって人には命乞いをするとかそういう考えは思い浮かばないの？
約束2つじゃなくて3つにしていいか。3つ目は俺を殺すなにしてくれ。
最初に2つって言ったでしょ。だからもうダメ。
そいつは残念。
Even in this situation, Keiichi and I joked around and laughed. Then I knew why Shion fell in love with him. He's different from Satoshi-kun, but he's a good guy.
多分私は約束を守らないよ。鬼だから。
その時は仕方がないさ。
Keiichi smiled and then closed his eyes.
ケイちゃん、今の3つ目の願いだけは聞いてもいいよ。1つ目の願い、シオンを救うこと。これはもう無理。シオンは鬼が殺してしまう。それはもう決められたことだから止められない。だから諦めて。
I stroked Keiichi's chin.
そして2つ目の願い、この体をミオンに返すこと。これももう無理。今日を境にミオンが戻ってくることはもうない。今日以降、もし私の姿があったとしても、それは姿だけ。私の姿をした鬼だから。
そんなことはない。ミオンはミオンだ。もう戻ってこないなんて悲しいことを言うな。
聞こえる？あの音。
I'd been hearing a noise. I knew what it had to be. Bang, bang. A dull sound was repeating in a regular rhythm. It was accompanied by a light tremor. People were trying to force open the iron door to the underground storehouse.
帰りが遅いからレナが大石を呼んだんでしょ。 あのぼやっとした感じの子がこんなに頭が回るのだけは計算外だったな。
それについては同感だよ。
Really? I wonder how much Kei-chan really knows about Rena. Rena Ryugu. I won this time. Rena couldn't figure out who I was until the end. Or maybe she did. Rena didn't seem confused about whether I was Mion or Shion. Perhaps Rena could tell Mion and Shion apart through her sense of smell. She was good at that kind of thing. No way. I'm overestimating her. No, I don't think there's such a thing. I brought out my stun gun so Keiichi could see the sparks.
見たことないでしょ。本物のスタンガンだよ。かなり出力が上げられるようになってるけどね。
さっき俺に食らわせたのはそれか。子供のおもちゃには向かねえぞ。
そうだね。
Bang. They must have broken the first door. The path was complicated, but there was no other door except for the one to this torture room.
殺さないけど、しばらくケイちゃんにはお休みしててもらうね。すぐに大石が来てくれるから、ちょっとの我慢。
Keiichi bit down and smiled bitterly. I paused, hesitating a little. Keiichi opened his eyes to see what was wrong.
ごめんね。ミオンを怪我して。
ここに入る前に約束した。何があっても俺の中のミオンは変わらない。
でも忘れて。今日以降、もしも私を見かけても近寄らないでね。それは私の屍に取り付いた鬼なんだから。
Bzz. Keiichi fell unconscious. Alright, here's what I want to see. After this, everything after this is new to me. Because now we're in Mion's, or Shion's, point of view. I locked the door to the torture room. I locked the door to the huge cave, too. That should give me some time.
シオン、さあ出ておいで。
I opened the cell and told Shion to leave it. She was crying.
あんたがケイちゃんを見逃してほしいと祈ったから。お姉はちゃんと約束を守ったよ。ケイちゃんはスタンガンで伸びてるだけ。
Oh, I'm wondering if... Well, the thing is, they said they found Mion in the well. Is she gonna push Mion into the well right now? Like the body that they find at the bottom of the well, is that actually going to be Mion?
もうすぐ警官隊が来るから解放されるよ。
Because they found a body of someone in the well. Which one it is, I don't know.
ありがとう。ありがとう。
Because she said, like, she's going to kill Shion. That's what she said.
でも、シオンにはまだ用がある。ここから脱出するの。
I took Shion to the cell with the hidden passage. Oh, she is too.
その前にシオン、あんたにミオンを返すわ。
What?
脱げ、その服。
Oh, she is too. She's gonna push her down the well.
交換だよまた。ほら、紙のゴムバンド。
Shion had no idea what was going on, but she changed her clothes as I ordered her to. I gave her the flashlight, and she hung it around her neck.
あんたから先にどうぞ。井戸の底にあるとかいう隠し通路を探すの。
The light from the flashlight wasn't enough to entirely illuminate the way down. Nobody in their right mind would want to descend that well. But Shion obeyed and timidly climbed down the ladder. When she had passed entirely below the rim of the well, oh, here it is, I brought out my stun gun and put it to Shion's head. Shion understood the meaning of that.
お姉ちゃん。あんたの望み通り、ケイちゃんは救った。代わりにあんたを殺してもいいってことだったもんね。お姉はちゃんと約束は守るよ。
Oh, it's so fucking clever. And then then she passes herself as like, oh, I'm the innocent Shion. I was the victim. It makes so much sense. Shion's hands and feet were clinging to a very unstable ladder, so there was no way she could protect herself. She was in a critical situation.
ミオンの格好をしたあんたは、ここから落ちておだぶつ。私はシオンの格好だからね。ケイちゃんが被害者だと立証してくれるよ。
Oh my god, she's so freaking clever though.
私は岩牢の中で警官隊の助けを待つ。まあ、指紋なんかでバレるだろうけどさ。その頃にはどこかへ身を隠してるってわけ。お姉もなかなかやるでしょ。 私を殺すとサトシの復讐になる。そこまで分かってるなら覚悟はいいよね。そこまで落ちてサトシ君に謝っといて。おねえ、
Oh, yeah, yeah.
この底にはね。
Ah.
は？
Sorry, I didn't mean to click so quickly. Ah.
あんたら言わなかったっけ、ここに捨てられてるって。
Oh my god, I was right.
園崎家で殺されてればここに捨てられてると思う。そうは言った。
Oh, but she's saying killed at the Sonozaki house. So maybe he's still dead? I want to believe he's alive. That would be just the ultimate gut punch if she did all of this for nothing.
この後に及んでややこしいことを言うね。
And why would she keep this to herself right up until now?
もうちょっと分かりやすくお姉に言ってごらん。私もね、サトシのこと好
What?
きだったんだよ。そりゃそうだろう
Oh
ね。
my gosh, okay.
私が好きになるくらいだもん。だからサトシが消えた時、私も悲しくて悔しくて
Oh my
いろ
god.
いろとね
Why would
調
Mio...
べたんだよ。
If Mio knew this from the beginning, if she had told Shion, there has to be a reason why she wouldn't tell Shion if he's still alive, because she could have saved so many people's lives.
それでバッチャにね、絞め殺してやろうってくらいに。そしたらバッチャが次期当主にしか話さないよ、絶対に内緒だよって。
God damn it. And then of course Mion being Mion and just like being to a fault, you know, like obeying. She didn't tell because she promised she wouldn't. What she said was something hard to believe. Oh my gosh. What? The hag said to Shion. The Sonozaki family had nothing to do with the disappearance of Satoshi-kun. Shion couldn't understand, so she asked again. Okay, so there's no verification then, so I guess he's still, they don't know if he's alive or dead. Just that they had nothing to do with it. The Sonozaki family held a lot of influence in the underworld because of our dad's connections. In fact, they used such illegal measures during the dam conflict. Therefore, people just assumed the Sonozaki family had pulled the strings when the dam construction incident took place. Even the hag laughed meaningfully and said suspicious things, so everyone believed she was the mastermind. But it was all a performance. It was a hoax by the Sonozaki family head. What? It was just a bluff. The family took credit for the incidents to make it look like they were pulling the strings. With the influence they already had, this bluff was very believable. Therefore, people thought of the Sonozaki family as one that had deep connections to the underworld, and that they were capable of producing any sort of conspiracy. So she did all this for nothing, that they had nothing to do with it. People believed that since the dam conflict. Oreo just smiled at things she had nothing to do with, as if she was pulling the strings, so she just killed all those people, and the real perpetrators are still out there. When the relatives saw that, they became fearful of Oreo's power. When the dam construction site manager was killed, Oreo smiled meaningfully. When the relatives saw that, they assumed Oreo was behind it. When the Hojo couple fell off the cliff, when the Furaday family died violently, when Satoshi-kun's aunt died and Satoshi-kun disappeared, the hag just smiled meaningfully. Everyone believed the Sonozaki family was behind all those incidents.
嘘だ！あの事件が園崎家が関わってないってわけ？そんなの信じると思う？私はバッチャがね、特にサトシの失踪については本当に知らないって言ったの。だってサトシとお姉の交際、
What?
バッチャは許したんだよ。爪を見事剥いで見せたから
Oh my
全部
gosh.
忘れるって言って。
Oh my gosh.
嘘だ嘘だ！手任せを言うな！じゃあ誰がサトシ君を消したの？誰が？それだけはわからない。でもね、園崎家じゃない、バッチャじゃない。あんただってタタリのシステムは知ってるでしょ？別にサトシ君を襲えとわざわざばあさんが指示しなくても気を利かす誰かが襲う。
Once again, all this is just based on Shion's assumptions.
そういう仕掛けでしょうが。
Shion couldn't say anything in response. Even if the hag had forgiven him personally, as long as he was the object of the curse, the executioner would follow him forever.
バッチャはね、お社様のたたり誰が起こしてるのかなって長いこと調べたんだって。 だけど見つけられなかった。誰もが村の中の誰かって信じてるのに、村の中にそんな人は存在しないの。存在しない？しないならなんで毎年たたりが起きるわけ？おかしいよね。でもいないの。いないんだって。フルでリカが私に首をかきむしる注射で襲いかかってきたってのは話したよね。それはどう説明するの？急須猫を噛むって状況じゃない。向こうから訪ねてきて催涙スプレーと注射器で襲いかかってきた。おそらく同じ注射で富武さんが殺されてるんだと思う。それはわからない。リカちゃんがそんなことするなんて信じられないよ。実際に見た私でも信じられないよ。あの死に方を見りゃね。
I don't think Shion and the hag are lying. That would mean the hag wasn't in as much control as we thought she was, though. She didn't know anything about that scary drug, or if the Furde family was the one executing the curse. If the Sonozaki family had nothing to do with it, then who made the series of mysterious deaths possible? Was it just a coincidence that something happened 5 years in a row on the night of Watanagashi? That's impossible. A human must have made it happen. And it was all decided somewhere in the Sonozaki family wasn't aware of. The Kimiyoshi family didn't know anything. Kimiyoshi believed the Sonozaki family was behind it. Was it the Furde family? With Rika's behavior and the elderly people who believed in her so blindly, did some kind of power exist around the Furde family that created the curse? No way. The Furde couple themselves were victims of it. How could a little girl like Rika possess a power stronger than any of the Sonozaki family? No way. It's just impossible. It's Rena. Rena's behind it all. She's stronger than any of us could have ever imagined. In other words, I'd killed the heads of all the 3 families and was trying to bring an end to the whole thing, all as a result of a misunderstanding about the dark secret of Hinamizawa. And what about my revenge? Did I kill all the wrong people? People who had nothing to do with Satoshi-kun's disappearance at all?
やるね、シオン。最後の最後で私の復讐劇をひっくり返そうってわけ。
It's just like her brain just cannot accept it.
お姉ちゃん、私は仇なんかじゃない。信じてよ、お姉ちゃん。
Shion begged with tears in her eyes. That would have affected me if I was still Shion's sister. But I don't feel anything anymore. Because I'm a demon. I'll be done once I kill Shion. I've already decided that. If I don't finish it up, what would my existence be for? What about the life I devoted to revenge for Satoshi-kun? How dare she tell me all this nonsense to confuse me at the very end? If what she said was the truth, then what I'd done wasn't revenge. It was just the curse of the 5th year.
Shion.
Oh my gosh, she was the perpetrator of, like, she was the bringer of it without even realizing it.
あんたが本当に無実なら、あんたは天国へ行けるね。サトシ君に謝っておいて。おね。
I mean, we knew she was gonna do it because we found Mion's body at the bottom of the well. A bluish-white spark lit up the darkness, and Shion disappeared into the well. I hate to say it, but given how angry she was with her sister, at least it was a quick death. She was unconscious, and then she just fell and died. Much better than being tortured.
天国でサトシ君に謝って。私は天国には行けないから謝れない。
Instead, I'm going deep into hell. Jumping into this well would be too simple an atonement for what I've done. Until I find a perfect way to end my life, I'm going to live as best as I can. Well, a lot of questions. A lot of frickin' questions. Some answers, more questions. Speaking of answers, we'll find out what happens at the end here. Shion Sonozaki's last confession is dubious. Did the hag convince her the Sonozaki family had nothing to do with it? Or is that the truth? In my own investigation so far, I've proven there are aspects of the curse which can't be explained by the Sonozaki family alone. So my notes were all bogus from the beginning. These 200 pages are full of bullshit. I thought of burning this notebook, but I won't do it. This notebook proves my guilt. I won't distort the facts. I won't burn it. After all, my life was only a notebook long. I wonder if anybody will read this. If somebody does, please let them learn something from my stupidity. Oh my goodness, like that's the whole thing. This is like an allegory for revenge. The revenge hurts you like more than you think. It's like trying to take vengeance is just going to poison you. And also, Shion is a smart person, but she's also not as smart as she thinks she is, because she figured she had it all figured out, and she was just going based off assumptions. The series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa, dubbed Oyashiro-sama's curse. If you're reading this, please find the truth. That's my only wish. June 1983. Mion Sonozaki. June 1983. There has been a series of disappearances in Hinamizawa Village, Shishibone City, XX Prefecture. The suspect is Mion Sonozaki. Allegedly, she abducted 5 Hinamizawan residents: Oreo Sonozaki, Shion Sonozaki, Kichiro Kimiyoshi, Rika Furude, and Sadako Hojo, and imprisoned them from June 19th through the 21st. Preliminary investigations on the incident were delayed at the time due to insufficient evidence, but by chance the case was solved rather abruptly. On the morning of the 22nd, a vehicle patrolling the Sonozaki property heard screams from inside and rushed in as an emergency measure. They secured the suspect's missing younger sister, Shion Sonozaki, and her 2 missing classmates, Keiichi Maibara and Rena Ryugu. The suspect fled the scene. We found hair, pieces of skin, and blood of the 4 missing people, Oreo Sonozaki, Kichiro Kimiyoshi, Rika Furude, and Sadako Hojo, in the torture room that was discovered in the basement of the outbuilding on the Sonozaki family property. Supposedly, that's where they were killed. We concluded that the victims were tortured in that torture room. However, their remains have still not been found. According to one of her imprisoned classmates' advice, the body should be somewhere in the basement of the outbuilding where the torture took place. However, nothing has been uncovered as of yet, including the escape route the suspect took. In addition, investigations continue regarding any possible connection to the series of mysterious deaths in recent years. But no evidence that Mion Sonozaki was involved, either directly or indirectly, has been found. There are still many unclear points as to the motive behind the incident, and as those of the Sonozaki family and the residents of Hinamizawa have been extremely uncooperative in assisting us, we expect to require a long time to clarify them. The opinion of a local officer knowledgeable about the region is that this may have been a lynching, an internal form of punishing sacrilegious acts carried out against the beliefs of Hinamizawa village. It is clear that these incidents are particularly rooted in this region, and the prefectural police department has ordered a cautious investigation. We anticipate gaining valuable clues from the missing person, believed to have been in prison for the longest time, Shion Sonozaki, the suspect's younger sister. However, the incident has left such serious mental after effects, she has not been in a state of mind to properly answer any questions about what she knows. The psychiatrist concluded she is in a temporary state of shock, but as of today she has yet to show any improvement. Alright, now here's what I want to know. After this, what happened? This is the part here. I was acting at first. It was just an act to avoid being interrogated by the police. As it turns out, though, fake insanity can become real. You see, I couldn't bear it any longer. I continued to be haunted by the presence Rena Ryugu had talked about. It was so close it could almost touch my back. It wasn't Satoshi-kun, and it wasn't a hallucination. It had become Shion's ghost. Oh, and that's why they said they heard yelling. Yelling, so it's like she's yelling as herself and as her sister. Shion didn't go to heaven after all. She was always by my side instead. Shion didn't like the fact I was still alive when she wasn't. So she had decided to haunt me until she witnessed my death. Every night she whispered to me, telling me to die. I get it. I get it. Ha ha ha. I shouted at the Shion in my back. Through my mouth, she shouted back at me. It must look odd to other people. They'd think I was arguing with myself. It's not fair. Why are you still living, sis? Die, die, die already. You said you'd die right after you killed me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. It's so dark and cold in this well. It's cold. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I get it. I get it. Shut up. What exactly do you think, sis? You won't die in the way you want to. You're just running away. You're trying to survive even after you did all those horrible things. You'll never be forgiven. You're cursed. You're cursed. You're destined to die.
やかましいよ、シオン。奴隷のくせにやかましい、やかましい。おねえ、おねえ。クソったれが。消え失せやがれ。ミオンはずるい、ミオンだけずるい。姉妹はいつも一緒、死んでも一緒。だからミオンほら、迎えに来たんだよ。ミオン。
And she threw herself out off the balcony. Bang, bang, bang. Shion banged on the door. Bam, bam, bam. That noise is too loud. It's cracking my ears and my head open. Shion's trying to break in. Shit, alright Shion, I get it. The perfect way for me to die is to be cursed to death by you, isn't it? But I won't be going so easily. Ha, ha. I won't simply disappear. It wouldn't be fair if your beloved was left alive after all. Oh! Ha 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 ha, so that's why she went to go stab him. I went out onto the balcony to avoid Shion, who was on the other side of the door. But here's the big thing here, is if she threw herself off the balcony, who stabbed Keiichi? If I jump over the railing to the neighboring apartment, I could reach the fire escape. Hee 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 hee. Eat shit, Shion. I leaned over the railing and jumped to the balcony next door. Then I rushed down the stairs, noiseless as a cat. Shion was too stupid to realize I escaped. Okay, so maybe she went to go stab Keiichi first, and then she threw herself off the building, I guess, to, like, finally escape from it. She's like, I killed Keiichi, so now I'm gonna go kill myself? It wouldn't take too long to get to Keiichi's house on a motorcycle. Shion must believe I'm still in that room. She's so stupid. Yee-hee-hee-hee. Soon enough, I could see the Maebara mansion. I'd never seen it before, but I heard a great deal about it from Shion. Hee-hee-hee-hee. She told me Keiichi's room is on the second floor. I should wake him up. Throw a stone. Gwahaha! I threw a couple of stones at the window, and shortly thereafter the light turned on and the window opened. I saw Keiichi there. The moment I saw him, my madness cooled off for a while. Even from here I could tell Keiichi was running down the stairs. He showed up quickly, with a doll in his hand. I felt depressed to see it. It was the doll he failed to give to Shion. It isn't fair after all, Shion, and that's when she snapped like he still loves her, and he's still alive. I'm so jealous, Kei-chan. I want to receive a doll from Satoshi-kun too.
Mio!
お久しぶり。どう？元気にしてた？
Despite the burning insanity within me, I spoke to him calmly. It's true. My body is controlled by the demon now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here this late. Hee-hee-hee-hee.
お前、こんなところをうろついてて大丈夫なのか？
本当はいけないよ。
それより、どうしたんだよ。こんな時間に。
最後にお話ししたかったから。
I feel horribly sleepy. Maybe it's more like fainting due to loss of blood. Yee-hee-hee-hee. That sensation is proof the insanity is swallowing me.
私ね。もうここにはいられない。
大丈夫か？どこか具合でも。
今日まで頑張ってきたけど自分でわかるのもうダメ。もう限界。 私のお迎えはもうすぐ後ろまで来てる。
I won't get to decide how I die. Shion won't allow me to. No wonder, I dropped her down the well. It wasn't only her. None of the people I killed chose to die how they did. Considering that, debating how I'll die must seem a luxurious concern to the dead.
大丈夫かよ。もう無理するな。あ、そうだ。俺ミオに。
I'll kill him, kill him, kill him. I'll avenge Satoshi-kun's death. I'll avenge his death. This guy is Shion's beloved. I hate her. I'll kill him and teach her a lesson. Eat this shit. While gravity's pull spun around me, I realized I had stabbed him with a knife.
間に合った間に合った
Yeah! I made it, I made it. I made it before Shion killed me. I got back at her. Yeah! Take that, Shion. Yeah! Keiichi rolled on the ground, clutching his stomach.
できた全部できた私が殺したやつはこれで全員
Okay, now what happens after this is what I need to know. I did it! I did it! Yeah! I avenged your death, Satoshi-kun. Don't you love me for it? Will you stroke my head? Yeah! Yes, this was all a bad dream. After all, I was just in my room like always, suffering from nightmares of Shion. But where was I now? I had been standing on my apartment's fire escape alone. I could still recall that dream. I had stepped out onto the veranda. Wait, what? Wait, what? She's saying it's a dream? Is she just imagining it's a dream, like she didn't want to believe she did it? Or was that a dream? Because we saw from Keiichi's point of view that actually happened. My front door was still locked, so I had to climb through the veranda again. Huh. Whoa. My foot had slipped, and then I felt a floating sensation. After that, a sharp, indescribable pain ran through my head. That incredible pain finally cleared the fog away from my nightmare. What? What? Okay. I just slipped from the fire escape as I tried to return to my balcony, and fell onto the roof, jutting out from the elevator hall 2 or 3 floors down. My room is on the 8th floor. I wasn't expecting to be caught up here. When I fell, my head landed right on the concrete corner, and I could feel both enormous pain and the warm blood dripping out. I felt strangely calm. I couldn't sense the demon, Shion's ghost, or my grudge. I felt just like a baby. The nothingness brought me peace. What? I mean, I knew she died. She, fell off her balcony, but I'm still confused about... She must have done that, and then when she was trying to get back onto her balcony, she slipped and fell? All my memories from when I was born and named Mion, up until today, came to my mind. I recalled memories of the time I'd spent with Satoshi-kun. Tears rolled down my cheeks. Where did I go wrong? When in my life did I make the wrong choice? I do know just where and when that was, because Satoshi-kun reminded me. I'll leave Sadako to you. Sure. I believe you'll return. I'll be waiting for you. I'll take care of Sadako. I'll wait for you with her. We'll be good girls. You left your precious sister to me, and nobody else. I guess I didn't get the significance of what you said, but I'll be fine this time. I love you, Satoshi-kun. Sadako, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. Shion, I'm really sorry. Could I repay everything with my death? No way, right? That's not how it should be done. I wanted Satoshi-kun to stroke my head one more time. I wanted to hear him mumble one more time. I knew it was too much to ask, and so I had no other regrets. That brought an end to my apologies. I rolled over, sending myself falling to the ground. Head first. I hoped my head would crack open, to take me to the hell I deserved. I was just a demon. I belonged in hell. Why was I born? Why did this world give birth to me? I shouldn't have been born. I wouldn't have had to suffer if I hadn't been. What was the meaning of my meaningless life? If I wasn't born, nobody would have had to suffer. Thank you for treating me kindly, even though I was like this. Thank you for teaching me love, even though I was like this. Even though I was like this. Even though... I'm really sorry, everybody. I really am. I'm sorry. If Satoshi could give me another chance, I wouldn't make the same mistake again. Never again. Ah, here comes the ground. Bye. I love you. Eh? Oh, she heard him one more time before she died. Whew. I wish so
今日ま
many...
での出来事が全て夢だったらいいのになって何度も思った。だから書いてみた。書いて夢になると信じて。ほら、よく漫画の中にあるじゃない？私の目の前に食べきれないほどのお菓子が積み上げてあって、それに手を伸ばし、まさに食らいつこうというところで、無粋に起こされて目を覚ますの。それはとてつもなく長い夢で、私は1年以上も眠っていたことになる。そう、私は監督の野球チームの試合の後、有頂天に駆け出して、赤信号の横断歩道に踊り出して、バイクにはねられてしまった。それでずっと1年以上も意識が戻らなくて、ようやく目が覚めるの。まぶたを開けたとき、そこには病院の天井が飛び込んでくる。それからずっと看病しててくれたサトシくんが覗き込んでくれてさすがにこれはできすぎか。でもいいよね。そういうことにしてもいいよね。生まれてきてごめんなさい。
Damn, alright. Breakdown of all persons involved with or linked to the series of deaths in Hinamizawa. Tame Hojo died via homicide by blunt trauma within the village on June 20th, 1982. Case closed. Satoshi Hojo believed to have disappeared from the village on June 24th, 1982. Whereabouts unknown. We still don't know about Satoshi, and that drives me crazy. Jiro Tomataki believed to have committed suicide on June 19, 1983. Death resembles that of Rika Furude on June 22nd. Investigation ongoing. Mio Takano, death by strangulation in the mountains of Gifu Prefecture on June 19, 1983. Corpse was found incinerated. Investigation ongoing. Oreo Sonozaki murdered by Shion Sonozaki on June 20th, 1983. Cause of death believed to be shock induced by stun gun. Violently abused postpartum. Head shown signs of extreme laceration. Rika Furude believed to have been murdered by Shion Sonozaki. Cause of death was shock due to extreme hemorrhaging caused by lacerations to the throat. Death resembled that of Jiro Tomatake's on June 19th. Kichiro Kimiyoshi murdered by Shion Sonozaki on June 22nd. Cause of death was ligature strangulation induced by restraints. Sadako Hojo murdered by Shion Sonozaki on June 22nd. Cause of death shock due to hemorrhaging induced by multiple penetration wounds. Mion Sonozaki murdered by Shion Sonozaki. Cause of death is severe trauma due to impact after falling down a vertical tunnel. Keiichi Maebara Stabbed by Shion Sonozaki on June 30th. Victim was severely injured but is recuperating in a hospital. Okay, so as of now, he didn't die in this one. So Rena, last accounted for in 2004, currently resides in Shishibone. Oishi, last accounted for in 2004, currently resides in Hokkaido. Tetsuya Kumaga, last accounted for in 2004 in Shishibone. Iri, last accounted for in 2004, address unknown. Kasai died of liver cancer in 2002. Okay, damn. Ichiro Maibara currently resides in Tokyo. Aiko Maibara currently resides in Tokyo. Daiki Tomita, I don't know who that is, currently resides in Shishibone. Suguru Komura, okay. Chie currently resides in Tokyo. Hyochi Kamaida currently resides in Tokyo. Teppei Hojo currently resides in Tokyo. Oh, there it is. Keiichi Maibara died in a Tokyo hospital on July 3rd, 1983. Cause of death is acute heart failure. Shion Sonozaki died on June 30th, 1983. Cause of death is severe trauma due to impact after falling from the balcony of her apartment. The suspect for serial murders, which began on June 20th, 1983, fell to her death from the balcony of her apartment, which she hastily rented to conceal her identity. Following her death, police filed charges against her for the 5 murders, which began with Oreo Sonozaki. Wow, that was a mouthful. Holy shit. Okay. So, we have to assume then that Keiichi he had heart failure, I guess, from the shock of seeing Mion. Like, that was just a hallucination, obviously. Wow. This was an amazing chapter, I think. It's funny, the two that deal with Mion and Shion, those are my 2 favorites so far. That was really good. We got more? We got more. What?
そらレナ、机をくっつけろ。
今日はレナのお弁当はミートボールなんだよ。
おお、そりゃいいね。おじさんもぜひいただくよ。ほらリカちゃん、机。
Oh, the gang's back
くっつけるのです
together.
よ。
Oh.
ペター。残念なことにミートボールは私も大好物でございま
It's
す
been a
よ。
while since we've seen Happy Sadako.
皆さんに一口でも口に入るとは思わないことでしたよ。
残念。
Oh.
そうはいかないです、さとこ。明らかに野菜不足のさとこには特別にかぼちゃ弁当を用意させてもらいました。
Is this maybe Shion's dream?
うわ、そりゃいじめだぞシオン。
うわあ、かぼちゃは嫌ですの。
Is this Shion imagining like if she had actually done like she said she was going to and taken care of Sadako?
ほら、そのかぼちゃ嫌いはダメです。かぼちゃはですね、栄養価にとても優れているんです。
It's just weird seeing her be friendly with Sadako.
育ち盛りのさとこは特に栄養に気を使わないといけないんですよ。私の目の黒いうちは変色は認めないので、その覚悟でお願いします。
Yeah, this is like what could have been if she had just done what, she promised she would. Yeah.
ほらほら、みんなもどうぞどうぞ。ほこほこのかぼちゃって甘くて美味しいんですよ。
もにゅもにゅ。さとこ、これなら甘くて美味しいのですよ。
お、確かにこりゃいけるな。かぼちゃの甘みが嫌味なく、それでいて絶妙で。さとこ、お前は食うな、もったいない。
なんですって？かぼちゃは嫌いですけど、言い方が気に入りませんわ。
そら言った言った。一口にガバッと言ってみなよ。
ほらね、美味しいでしょ？まあ食べれなくもないですわね。
当たり前です。さとこがかぼちゃ嫌いを克服できるように日夜研究してますので。さて、この調子で今年中にナス、ピーマン、アスパラガスと制覇していきましょう。
冗談はごめんですわ。私が沖宮の学校に転校しましてよ。
ダメです。サトシくんから頼まれている以上、健康管理は私の担当です。 不摂生も許しませんから、そのつもりで。
シオンさん嫌い。かぼちゃ嫌。
Aw. What could have been? What could have been? That's so cute. Why couldn't we have had that? But then again, it wouldn't be Higurashi if it was all like, you know, rainbow and sunshine, right? Aw. Alright, well, before we wrap this up proper, there are 2 extra tips here. So let's go ahead and check these out.
ええ、葛西氏が踏み込んだ時には室内は無人でベランダへの窓が開きっぱなし。その時が飛び降り時刻です。それでその真下の5階エレベーターフロアの屋根に一度落ちて脳震盪、そのしばらく後に横に転がって再落下、死亡。葛西氏が飛び降りを疑って地上を調べた時に遺体が見つからなかったのは、この時点ではエレベーターフロアの屋根の上で混沌中だったからです。前原圭一が刺されたのはほぼ同じ頃。その頃には園崎シオンはすでに飛び降りていて、
Okay.
屋根の上で脳震盪中。
So, has it been solved? I mean, obviously, it must have been Shion who did it. So she must have. I guess she was on a motorcycle. So could she have had time to go stab him, come back, and then fall from, you know, the roof in time? Would that have made sense? That's the only thing I could possibly think of with Mion already being dead.
違いますね。
But
ベランダから抜け出して
Yeah.
前原圭一を刺して、ベランダへまた戻るときに誤って落下じゃないかな。悪いけど周辺の部屋のベランダとかも調べ直してください。
おいさん、3番にお電話です。
はいはい、どちら様から？
佐藤と伝えればわかるとか、合言葉は論と言えと。
なもしもし。ああ、佐藤さんですか。こっちへ電話ということはいい知らせでしょうね。
an informant got in contact with me, and you were right after all.
ありがとうございます。今度フラワーロードで一杯おごりますよ。
なんです今の電話。麻雀の誘いですか？
ビンゴ。園崎姉妹は逆なんです。ミオンがシオンでシオンがミオン。入れ墨入れるときに間違って逆にやっちゃって取り返しがつかなくなったらしい。だからこのノートのミオンとシオンは逆に読むんです。それでならサトシ君とシオンさん、いやミオンさん、ややこしいな。
Agreed, Oishi. I had a hard time too. Like, I knew who was who, but like, I know my Mion is Mion, and I know she's Shion, but to me she's Mion.
の関係が理解できる。
ノートって先日の大石さん宛てと書かれて郵便ポストに投函されてたっていう買いノートのことですか？中身はめちゃくちゃで捜査か乱の恐れありって言いませんでしたっけ？
もちろん名前の入れ替えが分かったところでか乱の息を出ませんがね。このノートどこまで信じていいのやら。もし本当なら古出理香の死のあたりが怪しすぎるからな。
異常者の日記ですよ。読んでるとこっちまで変になりそうです。最後のページの生まれてきてごめんなさいなんて読んでるとこっちまで飛び降りたくなりますよ。
でも幸せな日記じゃないですか。
幸せですか？
この日記だけでサトシ君って名前何回くらい出てくると思います？シオンさんは本当にサトシ君のことが好きだったんだなって、その好きというのがね、若さゆえの勘違いでずれちゃって。
ねえ、教えてよ母さん。鬼ババとどういう喧嘩をしたわけ？感動されるなんてよっぽどだったわけでしょ？
お前もくだらないことに興味が尽きないね。 そろそろ話してもわからない年じゃないか。実はね、父さんと結婚したいって言ったらね、ダメだって言われちゃったのよ。
何それ。
私も当時はだいぶしゃない生き方してて呆れられててね。その挙句連れてきた男が人気者だったわけでしょ。そりゃ大喧嘩よ。いい名付けは当主が決めるなんて言われて、そんなの知ったこっかい、こんなクソババア、この場で切り伏せたらって大立ち回りよ。互いに板の間の日本刀抜いてちゃんちゃんバラバラ。
ひえ、鬼ババと盾を演じたわけ。母さんやるね。
まあね、母さんこう見えても若い頃は武闘派だし、互いに剣道有段だからそりゃあド派手だったわよ。周りはおろおろ。面白かった。
なるほどね。その騒ぎのせいで感動されたわけ？
そうよ、感動上等。遠慮なく感動もらって父さんと籍を入れたわよ。
I just feel bad. Poor Kasai who loves, who loves her, she has to stand by and just listen to this.
ま、けじめってことで爪を剥がされたけどね。ほら、左手の爪だけいびつでしょ。
うわあ、それで鬼ババと母さんはずっと仲が悪いわけだね。
シオン、本当はね、私と鬼ババ様は。
嘘だ。
鬼ババ様には面倒な世間体があるからね。一度でも感動した以上甘くすると示しがつかないし、だから私も親類会議とかではおとなしく引っ込んでるけど、たまに遊びに行ってのんびりお茶とか飲んでるよ。
嘘だ。信じらんないね。
実はね、内緒よ、鬼ババ様もね、その昔けじめで爪を剥いだことあるんだってよ。今度会ったら左手の爪をよく見てごらん。
ひえ、鬼ババは何をやったわけ？
そうね。
Maybe she married someone she wasn't supposed to
母さん
either.
は知らない。
Runs in the family, I guess.
まあ、その顔は知ってるな。教えてよ。
Alright, guys, that will wrap up this extra long finale for Higurashi Meakashi. Like I said, I think this would probably be my second favorite. I think Watanagashi is still my favorite. Like I said, anything with, it seems like Mio and Shion, that whole dynamic, their whole thing really seems to call to me, so I find their chapters the most interesting. The next chapter is really going to have to step it up if it wants to top this one. But I mean, there's no bad chapters in this game. There's just ones I like a little bit more, but once again, I mean, still left with some answers. Still no confirmation about Satoshi at all. Just the fact that the Sonozakis apparently had nothing to do with it, which is quite the bombshell that they really don't have anything to do with this whole thing. Like Shion, I was kind of running on that assumption. So that's something we're gonna have to answer: is who is actually behind all of the murders, and is Satoshi still alive? Is he dead? Hopefully. These are the answer arcs, so eventually, hopefully, we will get these answers, but I guess we'll have to wait for it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully, I can get part 1 of the next chapter out next week. We'll have to see based on, how work goes and my schedule, because it's quite busy right now. If not, hopefully this extra long episode, satiates you until I am able to get it done. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. Till next time. Bye, guys.